knows who's in it.
Yes, definitely. And sometimes that does weigh on your mind. And you know who you've got to face next. It can affect you. It can make you desperate to get into the final sometimes.
We wait for the start of this second semi-final in the female under 67 kilogram category. NIARE on the left of your screen, slightly in the blue, in the red with their back to us at the moment. CHIA CHIA of Chinese Taipei. And on NIARE, slightly more advancing so far. Will she reap the benefit? She will. First point on the board for her.
Yeah, that was brilliant leg control. That's what I was talking about when she's added techniques. She used to stick to very simple techniques, front leg, back leg, and she was very good at doing that. But she had a nice leg control there. You saw she missed with the first kick and went again and scored with the second action.
CHIA CHIA's got a rather large cheering section. Or at least she did have during the quarter-final match here. A lot of people with flags and banners. But needs to get them on her side. At the moment, nothing to shout about for them.
No, not quite yet. I've been very impressed with having her. Every time CHIA CHIA looks to come forward, she just goes a very solid straight kick, stops her. But not just that, she looks for the second flick as well to the body, which is where she got her first point from.
So into the final 40 seconds of this first round. Yeah, trying a headshot. Couldn't register it to make a change on the score, and then good defensive work from the lady from France, just holding at bay Chung.
No change on the scoreboard, and having NIARE certainly not giving anything away here.
Again, having NIARE constantly just looking for that straight, strong kick, using his strength very well there.
Keep it close as it is.
Oh, the lady with the flowing hair out the back of her head guard, nearly going to the wrong corner, but she's found a way out in the end. And well, you'd have to say that her coach, not just by the fact that she's a point up, would have to be the happier of the two anyway. Seems like NIARE has settled into this semi-final a lot quicker.
Yeah, definitely. NIARE has been very strong. She's stuck to a game plan, which is very simple. Start straight, and then if the opportunity's there to flick to the body, do exactly that. And she's doing that just constantly and continuously. And she's reaped the benefits from that, and she's 1-0 ahead.
Years of age from France, where several good victories on the youth circuit in her early days. German Open winner in her time as well. Picked up the winners' medals in Luxor and Qatar this year, as well as Australia. Good tournament for her in Melbourne.
CHIA CHIA here could do with moving off the line and scoring points, because NIARE's constantly just going straight. CHIA CHIA can't go straight forward, straight through it, because NIARE's too strong. She's going to have to use the angles, come off the line and score points from there.
So NIARE is just moving around and, as we've been saying, making her opponent have to think long and hard about how she's going to get through the defence on offer so far. NIARE happy to switch stance on a kind of regular basis as well.
Yeah, definitely. She's equally comfortable off both sides. Did well to avoid that headshot there. It didn't commit too much because she doesn't have to, and she knows she doesn't have to. Really impressive discipline here. by HABY NIARE. Sticking to a plank, she knows she doesn't have to do anything else.
At the moment, she's got the reigning world champion on the back foot, literally, falling over in that last exchange. 1-0, 40 seconds remaining of the second round.
Oh.
And that does register. You can hear Ruben enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was beautiful. She changed stance there and shot with the back leg and went back to kind of more of her old style that she used to do, which she's so good at. She uses speed, uses strength to get that quick point and get back out of range, and scored a point for CHUANG. CHIA even managed to react.
CHIA just trying to spin. And you saw NIARE just stick her foot up and just push her away before being able to make contact.
Yeah, she looks a bit lost at the moment. She just can't quite do anything. But like I said, she really needs to use the sides a little bit more, move off the line, because she can't go straight forward. She cannot go through HABY NIARE. She's too strong.
On the air, will be exceptionally happy here. Point in the first round. She's doubled that in the second. And during this 60-second break, Ruben, what does the coach say to CHIA CHIA Chong?
For me, I'd say she has to use the size. She has to come off the line and score points that way, because even she's trying back kick, but she's not strong enough to get through that straight, strong check that HABY NIARE is doing. So she needs to come off the line, and she can go body, she can go high. It doesn't matter. But here you can just see she's just not capable to get through. That was a good effort there, but HABY NIARE's not opened up very often, so she's not going to have many opportunities like that.
Just saw a moment ago, great hand speed from NIARE, both hands just dropping down to be able to just deflect away, and that's been a big part of her game so far. Sometimes the defense is as good as your offense, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And this 2-point gap is brilliant for HABY NIARE, because before she could, if she made one mistake and let 1 point go, it would be all tied up. But now, if she makes one little slip up and one kick gets through a guard, she's still ahead.
Indeed, a sport because of the discipline where you don't necessarily have to score points yourself to win the contest. If you can make your opponent make mistakes, you can reap the benefits of that. And at the moment, both of these with a yellow card to their name. Oh, now did she manage to stay on her feet there? The answer's no, and the points gap goes down, or goes back up, should I say. While she scored, it was a big risk to take, and she's going to start taking risks. And the coach is straight up with a challenge.
Yeah, definitely. I think HABY NIARE, she just seems to change up a little bit. She didn't need to. When CHUANG CHIA CHIA scored a point there, that was from HABY NIARE trying to go for the back kick, whereas before she was just blocking with her leg and just checking away, and that wouldn't have scored. She just changed the plan a little bit there. She didn't need to, but CHUANG CHIA CHIA, fair play, has taken full advantage of that. I think she's. Her coach is probably appealing here that she touched down on the ground, which will make it 3-2.
Deep discussions continue around the place.
Is the Chinese Taipei athlete.
Has the athlete from Chinese Taipei registered points here? What do you see, Ruben?
She thought she caught her in the face, but I don't think she did. I'm pretty certain she's caught her. It's been refused, yeah. She caught her just on the shoulder pad. And when your head's turned, as an athlete, it's very confusing. You can't tell. You feel you've hit something, so you want to appeal for it.
Yeah, contact, as you can see by the replay, quite clearly on the shoulder. And as Ruben was saying, her head is turned, and whilst to our BDI, it looked nowhere near. Unfortunately, that's not what Chang felt on the bottom of her foot. She felt contact. Every right to offer. However, the point gap stays at 2. And yeah, just stumbling backwards and trying to keep to her feet here. What she doesn't need to do is hit the deck and half the deficit here.
Yeah, and Nianis just keep strong, keep using that straight kick, because she will keep her. Oh, there you see, she just opened up her body and let Chung Cha Cha score that point there. It's very well done. Chung Cha Cha's doing well just to keep the pressure on, and she's stopping HABY NIARE from being in that comfortable rhythm.
Now the Kyungo comes into play. One more, and Chung becomes level. Less than 20 seconds remaining here, and you can just sense that NIARE is just trying to hold off a tweak to the left knee. Change of stance, just offered the foot out there, and
yeah, NIARE's just surviving a little bit here. I think rather than closing this fight out, as she started, she could have just simply stood there, used her strength, kept checking, because she looked quite panicked at the end there. But fortunately, she's done enough, covered well enough, closed off well enough to get the win and advance to the final.
Just worth mentioning that
well, the centre of the mat is blue, and that's exactly what the air in the mood is at the moment. 4 contests down for us here on the opening night, and all 4 have been won by those in the Chong.
Yeah, there's been some very impressive performances so far. For me, especially the very first match, that was absolutely brilliant.